As the election draws closer, our viewers become more critical of our political coverage. We'll begin with this email from Raymond Graves. It has become abundantly clear that CBS has given Wish TV its marching orders. I have voted for both Democrats and Republicans, in other words, for the best man or woman, but your station is favoring John Kerry. Each time I view your news, it's nothing but Kerry. No need for a wordy response. Nothing you can say to explain your obvious favoritism will suffice. Well, Mr. Graves, no wordy response is necessary. Just 2 words. You're wrong. Wallace Jeff sends this correction. We watch your newscast daily, but on one of your Saturday newscasts, you referred to a car hitting a telephone pole. No, it's a utility pole or electric pole. Telephones were invented first, thus the term telephone pole, but they are a rare item now. Check it out when you drive. This email refers to news stories that suggest alcohol is good for health. Alcohol is a corrosive and causes death. Why does society still look at a person who does not drink as an oddity? The results of alcohol abuse are expensive and have a ripple effect. When you air a story about the positive results of alcohol, I suggest you also air a story about the destructive results of alcohol. And finally, this viewer writes, I'm concerned as to why the women are all dressing like men in suits. They would look so much better dressing like women. Is this what they want, or is it what you want? Our first 2 emails concern Karen Hensel's I-Team 8 series on lead poisoning. I think it's great that this is getting attention. I went through a similar incident with my son a few years back. I had to push just to get my child tested. People should be aware that lead can be anywhere, not only in our homes, but in our workplaces and other surroundings. I hope your story enlightens parents not to let others tell them it's no big concern. They have the right to have their children tested and shouldn't let it pass just because a doctor or anyone else says it's not necessary. As your story shows, if testing isn't done in time, then it's too late. The damage is done. Thanks for a great job informing the public. And Nancy Pappas writes, thank you so much for bringing the lead poisoning problems to Indianapolis. Lead poisoning may have more to do with students' test scores than many other factors combined. Inattention to this problem is a prescription for a lifetime of underachievement. And Debbie's series on Indiana National Guard peacekeepers in Bosnia, Sergeant James Dawson writes, great work on your Bosnia piece. I sent pictures home, but your video and explanation put it together for my neighbors and friends. And one of many gracious emails I've received about my impending retirement. I have lived in Indianapolis all my life and have grown up watching you and Debbie on the evening news. I was sad to hear you'll be leaving soon. I wish you the best, and thank you for sharing all 30 of my years with me. We received a lot of mail concerning our coverage of last Friday night's brawl at the Pacers-Pistons game. Roberta Benedict wrote on Monday, please tell me there's something going on in the world besides that fight. We've heard the same thing said in different ways for 1.5 hours on the news. Dennis Erber agrees. Don't you think the numerous showings of the Pacer brawl influences the kids more than just reporting and discussing it? And this from Alan Ware. Your coverage of Ron Artest at the radio station Tuesday morning was a little much. I feel the more the media chases him, the more it makes it look like he's the victim. He was a victim if someone throws liquid at you, but he has an image to uphold, and his actions speak for themselves. About our I-Team report examining the new midfield terminal at the airport, 2 points of view. This from Rita Paris. Excellent job of making us aware of the potential waste of $1 billion. I travel extensively and could care less how new an airport looks. I just want to get to my destination. But Bud Green writes, I'm dismayed by the tone of this report. Indy is a first-class city, getting better, bigger, prouder, and providing more for its citizens every day. You folks should get off their backs on this. And finally, Marty Bear writes, just wanted to say you and Debbie are the perfect crew. You tell it like it is, and if people don't like it, that's their problem.